Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. Today we have Dan, or on Instagram known as Moderately Anonymous. Um,
Hey, everybody.
we also have joining us our two of our local game store friends, Matthew and Dean. So we're going to be starting off. We haven't rolled to see who goes first yet. Dan, how do you typically determine who goes first in your pods?
Normally, what I do is two six-sided die on the low roll.
Like low roll wins?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, let's do that.
Sorry, 2d6 low roll.
Low roll wins.
Okay.
But first, let's go through commanders. I'm playing Kaalia the Vast.
Oh, look at this, guys. Sorry.
I've got Golos, tireless pilgrim.
Did you just roll Snake Eyes?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Golos? I go through and I pull up the card, which is actually quite nice for the stream, do I have to say. It's a nice touch. And Trostani. I can pull up your card, Matt.
Okay, no problems.
I do enjoy Trostani. That was probably one of one of my favorite cards. So Snake Eyes. I got 3. Dan, I take it you got 9.
I did get 9 over here.
Dean, have you rolled? Dean?
He's not at his desk.
Oh, I take it he stepped away.
Okay,
Oh.
here.
Dean, what did you roll?
Sorry, I accidentally muted my mic. 10.
Technical problems, right? Like, I'm talking. I can't hear
No,
you.
like literally, it's on the stupid thing, and it's like this thing right here, and I like knocked it. So
Oh, gotcha. We all have those problems.
I was like, what are you guys talking about?
So yeah, Dan, I don't mind going second.
I'll get some back to the bus. I'm in
The
I'm
back
in
of the bus.
I'm like Brian's position here.
I will, I'll keep my end.
Um,
Since I'm assuming I'm going first.
I will. Yeah, you're going first. I'll. Or Dean, did you say you rolled?
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, you're going first, Matt.
Okay, let me know when you...
I'm keeping.
Yeah, I'm good with mine too.
I was not.
What's the turn order? Can you adjust the
So it's gonna be you, then me,
Yep.
then Dan, and Dean.
Okay, perfect. That's the way it's set up.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the roll, you go first, and then it's just the turn order via
Okay.
the screen view.
Alright, play Bountiful Promenade. And then I'll pass. I'll draw for turn. It doesn't change anything.
Oof, this is gonna be
I
interesting.
hate myself. All right.
No?
Where's my goddamn land?
Yeah, I hear you on that.
That time it was 0.
So Dan, how long have you played Magic for, or what set did you join?
I bought packs around 7th edition and Invasion and Planeshift around like 2001, 2002. I used to buy like just packs of Pokemon cards when I was young. I didn't know how to play or anything. But I loved them, and then I saw Magic cards, and I was like, those look so much cooler.
That sounds exactly like how I got into, like, I guess trading cards. It was like I
Yeah.
had Pokemon. I had no
They,
idea
like,
how to play, and you know what? I still don't know how to play Pokemon. But
I never learned, yeah.
I think it was middle school was when I found out about Magic.
But I never even learned to play until I graduated from college around like 2015.
Oh, really?
I'm good.
What were you saying, Matt?
Oh, I said I learned how to play Pokemon with my son. To teach him. They actually have like a Pokemon online client and stuff. So
Oh, really?
yeah, where every pack of Pokemon cards you get a free pack in the game.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll play a Temple of Triumph and I'll scry one, and I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. I'll play an Arid Mesa and I'll pass the turn.
The Heath. I will crack said Heath. Go down a life. Grab a land. I'll pass. It's gonna come and tap, so Matt, you can go ahead.
Okay.
All of the tapped manas. That's what I've been trying to like get rid of in my decks. Is either like when I do find a tapped mana, I remove it for either a basic or a better land.
Go ahead. Pass the turn.
I'm looking forward to when they actually complete the cycle.
For the battle
For,
bond.
No, for the Ikoria ones.
Okay, and you said done.
I did, yes.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
excited for
Chris-
like the tri lands.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but the cycle's not done. It's only like half done.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Brian, while you're doing stuff, I'm gonna get a tapped stomping ground.
Okay,
Because there's no banned tri-land yet.
play planes. I will pass the turn.
Which would be nice.
Oh yeah, a bant tri land would be fantastic.
I also just really want them to finish that cycle of lands from Battle for Zendikar. Because that would also be great to have all of those. Even if they come and tap, just having the extra land types.
The cycle lands with yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would be nice.
There's apparently so many lands that they could take or use.
All right, I will play a Blood Crypt untap
Sup, Lord Two Hats.
and cast a Priest of Titania. A green mana for each elf in play, and I'll pass the turn.
Bolt the elf.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys will play some elves, I'll be happy.
There was I used to know a guy named.
Destiny Spinner. Pass turn.
That's a
Oh,
really
that's
good
a
one.
foil one.
Yeah.
I want one of those. That card's
like
so
a-
good.
It was like a big dollar.
Yeah, I will go and find
The
one.
value,
Hey,
the value was real.
pass the turn.
Sup, Vile Smashed.
Your turn, Brian.
My turn. Okay.
Yep.
Draw.
There was a guy I used to work with named Johnny Two. His nickname was Johnny Two Skidoos because he showed up on a reserve once, as a land agent,
Mhm.
and he had two Skidoos, but he was the only one in the truck. So the chief called him Johnny Two Skidoos, and for
Play Swamp, and I will pass the turn.
That's amazing. So like he was like a regular who's that politician that showed up to a freaking press conference on a skidoo? Trying to remember who that was.
I have no idea.
I also have no idea what you're talking about, but I love it.
That was back when the Canadian Alliance was not the Conservatives.
yeah,
Gonna play a Golgari Signet, Windswept Chief,
Um,
and pass.
I remember who the hell that was, but
So what other commanders do you have lined up for tonight there, Dan?
I have also got a Tulane deck and a Corval deck that I think I'm gonna play.
Oh, I think a Tulane deck would go well with our episode for this week.
all right, I played my commander. Pass turn.
Tuvasa?
Mhm.
No. Yes?
Yeah, Tuvasa is lit.
She's blinding the screen.
I will pass the turn.
Brian, once again, while you're doing stuff, I'm gonna get a tap land.
Okay, I draw. I'm going to play the Dragon Skull Summit.
Oh, on theme.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will tap and I'll bring in Kaalia and I will pass the turn.
Oh, shit.
Or well, unless anyone wants to react to her, I guess.
I want to be upset.
Like she's
I'm gonna like cover my mouth in gas, but
yeah, she's
other than
really
that-
pretty. Just leave her alone. Like she's
Yeah.
all about. She's so here. We'll
She's
stay
a
on
pretty
theme.
girl.
So Game of Thrones, like she didn't go crazy until like episode 8. So I'll give 8 turns.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you, but I don't.
No, I don't.
You know
don't.
why? Because Kaalia.
I'll never win that way.
Kaalia has all the Uggo friends that are like big beaters, you know.
I'm gonna play a Wooded Foothills, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cast my own commander.
I feel like that
and
might
for
have to
Battlefield-
die.
Mm-hmm.
Enter the battlefield ability. I'm going to get a Maze of Ith. Seems like a good thing to have in this scenario.
Well,
Uh,
Brian.
You know, while I'm doing all this stuff, I'm going to get a tap land with this Wooded Foothills as well, and I'll pass the turn after that. It's not want from him, just like, you don't have to attack me is all I'm saying.
Alright, Temple of Plenty, Scry.
I don't know, like, just like Chile, and I've also seen really good Golos decks. But then again,
Well,
I've also seen very good Tuvasa and Trostani.
Well, you know. I'm gonna play Web of Inertia. Draw a card.
I mean, full disclosure, one of the cards in my deck is Storm
Response
card, so
to
there's
that, I
definitely a
cast
cap on how
Advent
good
to
it
the
is.
You're gonna do what now?
I cast Advent to the worm in response.
What does that do?
I
Nothing.
know I create a worm.
Oh, okay. So, you guys know how the Web of Inertia works?
No.
I don't remember now. You'll have to
It,
remind me.
it means Brian can attack me, because if you want to attack me, you need to exile a card at the beginning of your combat phase from your graveyard.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta kill
So-
some of my stuff then.
So we both have protection from Brian. Anyway, that's a go.
Nice.
Oh,
Team anti-Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys are like this.
Brian,
because
it,
you have-
it happens every time. I don't know why you're surprised.
Why you gotta be like this?
Yeah. We got Hot Tub Hope in the chat.
Hot Tub Hope.
So Jacuzzi Dan and Hot Tub Hope
Nice.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
on theme.
Take 2 I'm taking 2 damage with my Ancient Tomb and casting
baller.
Song of the World Soul.
What does the
man,
Song of the Worlds do there, Matt?
Whenever I cast a spell, populate.
Mm.
So how?
Golos
That-
is on the bell.
Good.
Sorry?
Population station.
Population station, yeah. Oh,
Oh wow!
I
I've
don't-
never
go
seen
ahead.
this card before.
What
Card's
card?
that?
The Song of the World Soul.
Soul? Yeah, pass the turn. It's better than it's pretty good, yeah.
It's about to make you a bunch of worm tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately the worms don't fly.
Yes, that is unfortunate.
Then I'll pass the turn.
So, but yeah, I've drawn and everything.
Okay.
So that means I have to kill the worm, is what you're saying.
that is a fatal part of the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah,
Well,
you must kill
you-
the worm.
If you, I have other things that make tokens, but if you really are that concerned about
That's-
the worm, I won't
it's
hold,
a-
I won't hold it against
that
you.
worm
It's a
needs to go.
5/5 worm.
Nothing needs
It's,
to go. Against too much.
So
I
how
do-
come I can't? So what's out that I can't attack you, Dan?
Oh, nothing right. This Mazavith when it's untapped.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, so
Oh,
so get my
fine.
attack in is what you're saying.
You gotta punish him now.
Absolutely, yeah. If you got like the Master of Cruelties in hands, I'll be very sad.
No, that actually I took that out. There
Well, I
are
did the
enough
same thing.
there are enough actual
I mean-
dragons in here.
To be tactical, Dan could block Master of Cruelties. He has a blocker.
Yeah, that's also true.
So it wouldn't be the end of the world. Now, if someone destroyed the worm and attacked with the Master Cruelties, then, you know,
Well, technically, that line would also work on my Golos.
yeah. But I mean, that worm's gotta go.
It's the world's most threatening 5/5.
If you got a Dismember in hand, you definitely got to get that worm for sure.
Yeah, that worm is
Yeah,
too
not
much.
the Golos. Don't pay attention to the Golos.
Let's get that worm.
So I'm going
Definitely got to get that
to
worm.
tap 4, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna play Wrecking Ball, and I'm gonna destroy the worm.
Okay.
Oh
Are you
shit!
kidding me?
No.
I'm going to swing at you, Dan,
Okay, yeah.
The worm.
and I'm going to put in Tyrant's Familiar into play.
That is very. I'm so sad.
What's Time Familiar do?
So flying in haste, but has lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, Tyrant's Familiar gets +2/+2 and has whatever Tyrant's Familiar attacks. It deals 7 damage to target creature defending player controls, which is Golos.
Ooh, that's greasy.
That makes me real sad. And it even forgets that trigger when you put it into play off of the Kaalia trigger.
So when Kaalia the Vast attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. So that would trigger, would it not?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is real sad for me.
Yeah, like the only one it wouldn't trigger is if it's a cast ability, but
Yeah.
it's it's not. So
Sorry,
So how
is
much
it-
damage is that in total?
So hitting you would be 2 and so 9 total.
Woof.
greasy.
Actually, it doesn't. If you look at if you use Aurelia as an example, if I flash an Aurelia with Kaalia, I don't get a second attack step. I have to cast it and then go and enter my attack phase, as an FYI. It's already past the declaration of attackers when that thing comes into play, which is when that would trigger.
Gotcha.
That's what I was thinking. Is when it attacks means that you have to.
Yeah, so
When
it
you
does come
declare
into
it.
play.
then Golos would still be alive.
Yeah.
Hooray for evil me.
But you would. I do control my commander, so it'd still be a 7.
That's
And
correct.
that is still true.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I'm
damage
taking
still
all
the same.
for sure.
The grease is real right now, Brian.
Yeah, the grease is real.
Yeah, and Hot Tub Hope says Matt's right. So we took a good step back. And that would be my turn. Past you, Dan.
Okay.
It feels
Well,
finicky.
that wasn't a big fan of that.
I lost my worm.
I know the worm is gone.
And I'm the Dragon Queen, Hot Tub Hope says. Yeah, next turn will be fun.
Will it?
I don't think
Brian,
so.
are you gonna try and come after me now?
Oh no. Oh yes,
Right.
I do have a card in my graveyard, so I'm.
For now.
yeah.
For now.
Oh, if you
Don't-
give it
don't-
back to me, I'll totally be your friend.
Alright,
So here,
I'm
have this
gonna
card back.
hit that Marsh Flats. Gotta do some thinkies on mana. Make Golgari, red, black, and white. Alright, so anything is gravy. Perfect. Let's get a plateau to save me life. And then we're gonna spin the Golos wheel.
Okay.
I tried, guys.
Incoming Eldrazi.
I think you're still the bad guy.
With the
But then again, I
with
haven't
the
hit
tokeny worms.
Because he has the worms.
His name was Jim.
That's the problem. You give him a name.
He was going back to college.
We've got Thousand Year Storm, Dryad
Oh
of
my
the Elysian
God.
Grove, and Cyclonic Rift.
God.
So I'll do this Thousand Year Storm first, and then we'll do the Dryad, and then I'll cast the Cyclonic Rift. It's a single target, so I'm gonna hit.
Don't hit your creatures.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that dragon.
Bounce back. One minute. Is it anything? Right? Any permanent?
Yeah.
Any non-land permanent.
Make him replay that exile thing, so I can hit him.
No, definitely not, because you're gonna use that trigger to destroy my Golos, and I
Can
don't
I-
want that to happen.
No. So let me.
I
So
can advise you to target a non-creature permanent. This is an FYI.
We pretty considered that.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, that's me.
If I'm honest, that like the non-creature permanent I would choose would be your thing.
So this is defending players. So I have to swing at you again for this to proc.
I retract.
Yes.
I retract my my suggestion.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pretend that you didn't say that to me. I'm gonna stick with my decision.
So okay, so it bounced back my my Tyrant's Familiar.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is everything I got. I'm gonna pass the turn.
This is the part of the game where Dean locks us out and we don't do
No,
anything.
I don't talk about Matt.
Yeah, it stacks.
Yeah, I'm not playing stacks, okay? Fuck.
You say that.
But you're hard coded.
Privileged position.
See,
I'll draw a card.
That's exactly it, Matt. He is hard coded. All his decks are
Shut
some
up.
sort of stacks.
You know what? They're not stacks, okay?
No, he's just
Anyway.
playing privileged position because he really likes that Destiny spinner.
Because I'm privileged. Matt, Matt Dog, coming at you, buddy, with Tuvasa for
how much?
4.
4.
Chirping
See,
me from my
everyone's
privileged position.
everyone's
Yeah.
sharing some love here.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. play. Yeah. 1, 2. I'm going to cast Martial Coup for 5.
Cool.
So
Nice.
create 5/1/1s and destroy all other creatures.
Shit's not cool, Matt. Shit's not cool.
It's all right.
You hit pretty well off of that one Golos activation. That 1,000-year storm is going to get real terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, nah.
Would you tell me if it wasn't going to be? I'll pass the turn. I take 2 for that, by the way.
I promise you, if it's gonna be bad, I will warn you.
Okay, it's your turn. It's your turn,
But
Brian.
also, further warning, I think I'll know at the exact same time as you.
Here you go, Brian.
My position is less privileged.
Oh yeah, look at your lonely board state now.
Mm-hmm.
You had so many more buds.
No longer.
Big. I cannot lie. Oh, can't sing on stream. I'll end up getting pulled. Did you originally have somebody else lined up to play today, Brian? I wasn't sure. I thought I was playing next week.
Brian. Brian, if you're talking, you're muted.
Yes, I am muted. I did that in like a bunch of meetings today too. I keep forgetting about my mute button. 1, 2, 3. Tap 4, and I'll play Crucible of Fire.
What's that one again?
Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3.
You do know you can click on the card, right, Dean?
Can I?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can double click on anyone's card if like as long as the camera view is good, and it will actually pull it up on the right hand side.
So apparently your camera view is poor.
Worked for me.
Oh, it worked. I've been able to pull up all cards so far.
Well, I can pull up every card but that one. Believe it or not. So Matt, apparently your Martial Coup is a big dollar there, eh?
Yeah, baller.
And that's
Dollar
my turn.
status.
I'll be passing.
Alright, Brian, what the hell?
What? Do you want me to? Can you get that
No,
now?
I'm just trying to see. Maybe your camera's up. No, apparently it's Lake of the Dead.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
But
No,
it works.
apparently.
Oh, here.
can
Do
just
you know what it
keep
is?
clicking,
It's the light coming from.
So apparently
The
it was
glare.
Lake of the Dead, but now it's actually Bronze Tablet. Okay, now it's Crucible of Fire.
Yeah, it's definitely the glare.
Crazy. I mean, foils probably don't help either. I guess one's like, can't even read it.
Oh, that's not even foil.
Mirari's Wake.
That's
OG
just the
Mirage
double.
Wake.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
OG
Brian,
foil.
Brian, I have a French one in my deck, and you don't seem to be a fan of it.
Because it's French. I cannot read it.
Didn't you take
Alright,
French in
so-
school? Come on.
I did, but it
Dan-
was not
Dan
my.
has all the mana now.
Is Dan muted as well? Because I don't hear him talking.
Dan? Double check Discord. He's in here. Oh, there you go. Dan?
City of Brand.
Have you been talking the entire time? Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you, Dean.
Yeah,
I can
we're all good here. He just
Yeah, I can hear everybody but Dan.
Hey, Dan? Dan?
Sorry. Technical.
Oh.
Yes.
I think
You're
you
having
might be lagging a little bit.
difficulties.
Oh, we lost Dan.
Yep. question is it turn? That's the question.
He's got access to 4 mana, so
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, perfect. Sorry.
Oh, all good. I think the question is.
All right. Yeah, playing incubation.
Oh, you're
Hurting.
you're roboting.
Ooh.
just keep playing and then thumbs up when it's time to pass the turn. Okay.
Yeah, that works. I see like the circle coming on for his name.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
All right.
Herald, and then Starfield.
What's up, card stockbrokers?
Starfield, fun.
So,
That's to bring back enchantments at the beginning of your upkeep, correct?
yeah. Did I ever tell you that I saw the best business card ever? Check this out.
Oh yes, the card pimp.
Pimp.
Card pimp.
Are you done there, Haas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done there. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, card pimp? I'm like, that's amazing. It's like, only you can be a card pimp.
I get to make my own my own title.
Right?
One,
Kind of
two,
be like,
three,
it's like, should that be my title? Card pimp?
two. I'm gonna play Aestheticism.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one do again?
That's a creatures. I have creatures I control have hexproof and a green
Oh.
and the colorless. I can
You
regenerate.
can regenerate.
Hope you guys can take care of that.
Why? He can't attack. He can't attack me once he exile stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah. Rainbow. Each.
I don't like
Brian,
that then.
you appear to be the only problem right now, Brian.
Yeah, I agree with that. Keep attacking Brian.
So you got Jerry says actually no, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay, untap.
Inconspicuously. Yep.
Ugh. What's in everyone's graveyard?
Martial Coup and an Advent of the Worm.
I have a spinner and a Heath.
Did
I
those
have
cards?
a lot.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Dan?
I have a bunch of fetch lands: Cyclonic Rift, Priest of Titania, and Dryad with the Elysian Grove.
I'm gonna Bajuka bog you.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, it's gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You made a powerful enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Scale Lord Reckoner.
What does he do? Let's take a look.
He is flying a 4/4, and whatever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell, ability, an opponent controls. Destroy target non-land permanent that player controls.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's pretty much karmic justice on a creature.
Yeah. And Faded MTG says Dan is usually a good Bajuka bog target. I thought so.
Honestly, I get hit with it every single game, and I'm like, "Yep, you're right."
Is it just me, or does Scale Lord Reckoner kind of look like Master Chief?
You were totally correct in this. I've
He
always
does.
thought that.
That is fantastic. I
Now I'm
guess
gonna
sure.
call him Master Chief. He's now known as Master Chief.
Yeah. That is now Master Chief, Skylord Reckoner.
Master Chief Dragon.
That will be my turn. Pass.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and there is actually a turn order tracker on the screen if we press space. It is currently on, Dan.
I've been trying to keep it up. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of people, Glenn. We have Glenn Roberto saying there's a lot of people in the chat. It does seem to be. It's actually been fun.
How many more weeks do you think it is before we're playing back in the store again?
September? It's September the earliest.
You think September? You think they're gonna keep the stores like?
Yeah. Well, they said phase 1 is gonna be what, 2 weeks from now, and then phase 2 is gonna be majority of stuff, which will be September.
I guess we'll be playing at my house before that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do some thinkies.
Okay.
Well,
How much?
Davis,
Out of curiosity, how much mana do you have on deck right now?
A lot.
Because of Mirari's Wake, I've got 12 in lands and 2 in non-lands.
He's gonna start making. He's gonna start doubling up his spells. Scared.
Yeah, so much mana right there.
Counter check, omniscience.
I'm blind to it. Yep, I got nothing.
I have nothing.
Rad.
Not at this juncture.
I'll tap the City of Brass for.
Yeah. Oh
God.
boy.
I'll tap it for blue, I guess, and I'm gonna cast the Kama Primal Calamity, and when that gets cast, I untap all my lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna grab a little 20-sided here to keep track of mana. One blue floating. So then tap the stuff again.
Showing
Oh,
up
wait,
for our
two.
boy.
Oh, I also had mana floating because I didn't use it all on this either. So let's see, I had 3 extra floating besides the City of Brass. We'll say wait, no, I'm sorry. I cast it for free. I don't have any extra mana. Getting ahead of myself here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll tap all that. Go down to 23 from City of Brass. I'll add 2 more blue, I guess. I'll cast Palancron. Untap these 6 lands. And I also have all that floating mana. So let's say 2 red, 2 black, 2 green.
I would love so much mana.
2 white, and we'll make the plateau the white mana at the Hallowed Fountain to add 2 more blue. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for Golos. He gets a
in
land.
hand, Dan? How many cards do you have?
In hand, I have 1.
Okay. Well, that's something at least.
But now that I have a 7th land, I can use my floating mana to put Palancron back in my hand, and then keep casting it for infinite mana and play through my deck.
Yeah.
So what I'll use to kill you guys.
What turn is this? Turn.
Will be like a bunch of Skull Storms copied with like all of the spells in my deck.
Which one's that card? That's,
What does that card do?
So it makes you guys sacrifice your creatures, and if you can't, you lose half your life rounded up.
Ooh.
And then the other damage spell is Treacherous Terrain. So basically, I just cast all of the spells in my deck, get a really high storm count with 1,000-Year Storm, and then copy these damage spells many, many times.
yeah, and it's rounded up, so it eventually you'll get to 1, and then you'll die. Yeah. No, that works for me.
I have no answers.
Come on, Kaalia.
You should have zapped it. You should have just hardcasted that dragon and zapped it.
I didn't have enough mana and I missed a land drop actually. I tried.
I did, yeah.